Hey guys, we are Sean and Christy. This is Long Honeymoon, and yes, it's true. We were denied service at a campground because our RV is too old. So here's the story. We were passing through Reno, Nevada, and we thought we would do a video about camping in a casino. So we called the casino to make a reservation.
Called the casino in downtown Reno, and they had a site available. I went to give them our information, and the lady asked what kind of RV we had. So I told her, and then she asked how old it was, what year it was. And when I told her that, she said, "I'm sorry, we don't accept any RVs of any sort that are older than 10 years.
Age rules and restrictions are becoming more prevalent in the industry.
Yeah.
And I think they're misguided. We have several friends with vintage RVs. They're much older than 10 years, and they're beautiful.
Yeah, they're pristinely preserved. They're in excellent condition. They're not just Airstreams. We have friends that have Trafco motorhomes. We have friends that have tin can vintage campers. And these campers are all beautiful. And honestly, they are an asset to any RV park.
My name is Alex Alexander, and I live in Defuniak Springs, Florida. Well, this is a 1965 Aristocrat Mainliner. It was made by the IB Perch Company and in California in an old aircraft factory. It was converted after the war.
I really think some of these RV parks are being very short-sighted in these rules.
Yeah, my thoughts went to Christy's father, Harry, who has a 1957 Chevy. It's a lot older than 10 years old. It's got a prettier paint job than any 2018 Tesla, and you could eat off the engine. It's not only more beautiful than most modern cars, it's probably more valuable too. And yet, I guess Harry's 57 Chevy wouldn't be welcome at that casino campground. So I think that these rules are just too heavy-handed. There's an old saying about using a sledgehammer to kill a fly. And so I think it's a mistake.
Yeah.
You can't just like paint all RVs that are over 10 years old with a broad brush and say, well, we don't want to see them. Every business, I suppose, has a right to make certain reasonable expectations of its customers. Another analogy that came to my mind was restaurants that have the old no shirt, no shoes, no service rule. Some of these RV parks that are concerned about this sort of thing, maybe they should apply a rule that's more along those lines on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, and actually, since we've been sort of in the Pacific Northwest on this trip, we're seeing more and more of the RV parks that have this rule. Several we've seen recently here in Oregon have said your rig can't be older than 15 years. If your RV is older than 15 years, they want to be able to review the look of your RV before they will grant you admission to their park. Now, to me, I think that's fair because they're going to look at your RV, and if it's all in one piece, it looks clean and tidy, then they're going to let you in. So I totally understand them wanting to make sure that the RVs that are coming into their parks are in good shape. So I think, to me, that's a very much more realistic, much more fair approach. These are privately owned campgrounds, so they can make whatever rules they want. It's a free country, and I, respect that. But also, I think they could be a little more open-minded, because obviously they're going to miss out on some really cool campers coming through their parks.
So we just got passed by a beautiful vintage camper.
Perfectly restored. It's got a beautiful paint job on it. But they would get turned away from a lot of these campgrounds if they're just sticking to that hard and fast 10 to 15 years or older, not allowed. rule.
Much of what we recently did at Vinny's North Bay Airstream repair was maintenance.
It's the necessary things you have to do to keep your RV in good working shape when it's getting on in years.
And to keep it cosmetically looking good.
Right.
You know, it does cost time, money, and energy to keep your RV clean and just looking cosmetically appealing and attractive. But I don't think it's necessarily to do with age. And, you know, the small cosmetic issues that our Airstream has, most of them I view as character marks. When I see a few gravel dings on our rock guards on the front of the trailer, it reminds me of the Alaska Highway. And so to me, that sort of adds to the character of the unit.
You know, there's always a good story to go along with a lot of those sort of little character marks like we were talking about.
We wanted to make this video to ask you guys what you think about these rules where RVers are turned away from campgrounds if their RV is more than 10 years of age.
And again, I understand the reasoning behind needing to do it. I also feel like there are a lot of people out there with really cool vintage RVs that are in great shape that are sort of being unfairly judged just by the year of their RV.
I like classic cars. I like vintage RVs. And I think it's kind of silly to say that any RV that's older than 10 years old, we don't want to see in our park.
Yeah.
But that's what I think. What do you think? Post a comment. Let us know your opinion on these rules.
If you haven't yet, please click that subscribe button down below. It means the world to us to have you join us as part of Loloho Nation.
Yeah, if you're new to our show, please subscribe. You know, we've been doing this for more than 10 years, so I guess you can't watch our show at that Reno Casino RV park. It's more than 10 years old, so.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We hope you're having a great week. I'm Christy, this is Sean, this is Long Honeymoon, where we say, Aloha.
Say a command.
Aloha.
Say a command.
Should we record that part over again?
Sure, I'll do it again. Hey guys, if you like our videos, a great way to say gracias, senor, is to visit our store on Amazon. You can go directly to amazon.com/shop/longhoneymoon, or you can go to longhoneymoon.com and click the large supply store icon on the main page. The icon is so large, I don't even need my eyeglasses to see it. In our store, you will find all sorts of cool stuff, including Long Honeymoon hoodies, Long Honeymoon t-shirts, my hat, my shoes, my old underwear, my self-respect. Everything must go. Proceeds from our Amazon store are reinvested into our show, which requires large amounts of duct tape and lubricant to keep running smoothly. Who let the flies out?